Okay, so the question I have here, right? How did you guys actually deal with homesickness? And then, trying to make it like how you tried making new friends. And how was that entire process of adjusting into your whole new routine?
Jom balik.
Jom balik. First choice after times.
Okay, so for this, I'm gonna let our little one here to answer first.
Lead the way, brother.
Lead the way.
Homesickness, and then what was it?
Homesickness. Next one is what was that one way you tried to like make friends?
Oh, if
And how you build your your uni routine. You will have this sort of fixed schedule where I'm gonna follow this. But definitely I think reality I doubt so. But
He's a badminton athlete, guys.
oh my god, yes, we have an athlete here. But yeah,
what
how you
was
deal
it?
with homesickness first?
So I'll like include homesickness with like meeting new friends.
Hmm.
I was actually normalized since I was like 8. I was just like going around, make new friends, just talk, just interact, just like know them, like know how they think, how you're going to know, like to do some specific things. Just try to go and interact. Maybe some people are like thinking, I need a friend to talk. Maybe you're the one who made their day.
Yes, so true. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it's actually I'm just gone with it, going with the flow. So talking about homesickness, same, just normalized. I can go anywhere just to live alone, not because I can stay alone. No, like you need to know, because at a specific time of age you need to let go your parents' hand and
True.
start to walk your path. So my parents didn't look like, okay, they didn't even cry, they didn't even hesitate to say just go. They just say please go. They use the name, like the decent word, the respectful, please go. That's all. So I'll just go on my way. Since you're the eldest, the eldest son, so you need to lead your brothers, your sister, your siblings, your cousins and everything. Get them to know how you're going to do in life. So you'll be a role model for them. Yeah, so this is how I deal with homesickness and also making new friends. So another one will be,
How will you, how was that entire process of you adjusting to your routines?
wow, routine. Compared to school life, I was like, okay, finish class, go to bed, just like, have your favorite lunch, just sleep. That's all. That's all. Early morning, then you go to school. Then suddenly your teacher will be asking, did you do the homework? Then you're going to look at the face. Sorry, miss. No. Then you'll be like kicked it out of the class. Yes. That's normalized. But when you came to university, it's like totally different. Everything is very sensitive. Everything that you do really matters to your life.
Very true.
Everything, including your exams. Exams are very important. Even your studying. Like, everyone has 8 hours study hours. 8 hours to sleep. 8 hours to do their personal work. But actually, in that 8 hours, at least 2 hours to keep yourself studying. That's the most important thing that I would say. So this is actually the routine that I'm actually following. And also exercise. Please go and exercise. Like, don't keep on studying, like as how he would say. He would say as a president, if you keep on doing something, you're just like going to burn out. And you will say like, it's not going to work on me. You need rest, you need sleep, you need to study, yes, but control yourself. Don't like overwhelm yourself on that. Yeah.
Overdoing it.
So that's how you should do my routine.
So our little one here is filled with wisdom. So I think I cannot call him little one anymore. I'm so sorry about that. Alright.
Life was hard.
So after the little one we have the big one. Very cool. So what
That was
is-
very personal actually.
Wow.
That was very personal.
Alright. I mean, Gautham, right? Gautham here. I think, HR did a very good job, recruiting him. He really, yeah, definitely. He really bringing in the leadership because he's the first child, it seems. Yeah, and then he have to show the role model. That is like one of the characteristics of being a great leader. And yeah, good job, brother. Okay, so for me, I just want to make it short. So for me, how did I do this entire routine, making new friends and becoming to this university is basically giving me a space for myself to adapt. And similar to independent, but for me, like, you have an expectation for yourself, like how Florence said, that you want to have friends, you want to see whether you got your own circle. But instead of putting it as a goal, just, go with the flow. Just give yourself space to adapt. If it's happens, but doesn't necessarily you have to go and pursue for it. Yeah, don't be a pushy. Yeah, that's how it is for me.
That was sweet and short. Yes. So moving on to Florence.
So, dealing with homesickness, making friends, and also adjusting with routine. Am I right? Okay. Alright. So honestly speaking, it all felt like a blur at first because we were like, from how many years staying at home, after 20 years we are in uni, and suddenly, like, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with that? How do I make friends? Like, everything is like pushed onto you just like that.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say, okay, let's start with homesickness first. So I wouldn't say like I felt super homesick, mostly because I go back most of the weekends. So it's not like I'm away for too long lah. But I would say, like, coming back to uni that Sunday evening or that Sunday night will feel like, here we go again. We're gonna start the whole week again. Like, the car ride back to uni will feel like very different, like I'm leaving home and I'm coming back again. So it feels like heavy lah at first. Then when you go through the week, it's okay, you meet your friends and everything. So yeah, coming to the next one, which is making new friends. So I don't remember how we actually made friends in uni, because it wasn't like we planned to make friends. It's most of the time like we just click.
Yeah.
We just click naturally. Like, even us, we just click naturally, and that's how we ended up here sitting for this podcast. Yeah, so like you just start talking to people, work on something, assignment or whatever, and just like a random connection. So, and slowly they become a part of your routine, like how you all are. So it doesn't immediately happens, but it happens. Yeah. So adjusting to a whole new routine as well. Actually, it wasn't that bad for me, I'd say, because for me, I'm a routine person. I really like structure, and I don't mind like having a routine. So I really like schedule and stuff. So knowing when to study, when to do your stuff, when to eat or whatsoever. So that part gave me some kind of like sense of control, because everything is going through the schedule. So it felt like really good to have like a proper rhythm to it. So I didn't feel like I had to like adjust to something new, because I'm used to having a schedule. So, but definitely things were new, and I had to still like get into a proper pace, like a new pace, and the expectations were higher this time. So, but once you found your flow, is like you get through it lah. You get through it. I mean, yeah, the expectation is a new, different type of expectations compared to primary school and secondary school. But yeah, having all these friends and then having a more structured routine make me feel more settled, and having a proper routine also make the chaos feel like more lesser chaotic lah. Yeah.
True. And talking about making new friends, right? I remember the first day when you came into the lecture hall.
Okay.
She was just waiting to enter into a group, and then I just randomly went in front to meet the lecturer, and the miss was like, "Can you get her in your group?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Come on."
Here.
Yeah, and here we are.
Like,
yes.
whoa. It's actually like so surreal,
Exactly. It just randomly happened, and I was like, okay, wow. So this is exactly, guys. This is exactly how
God setting.
God's plan.
God's plan.
Definitely God's plan.
GBU.
Our little one is just
Got Gen Z's like
yes, Gen Z. We have Gen Z with us. I mean, we are all. I mean, yeah, but it's okay. But yes, everybody have their own way of routines. Because you see, when it comes to like, especially our SPM leavers, you see, you always think that when you come into uni that you should be following whatever your friends do. And then, keeping up to them is very important just because you're in like a friend group or something. Actually, no. You follow your own pace. Like, like that's what we've all been mentioning around. You follow what is right for you or what feels right for you. And eventually, even if it's wrong, right, you will along the way find out if it's okay or not for you to continue on. Yes. And then like, that is for like routine. Making new friends, you might, I mean, not everybody starts out with like a good circle of friends, right? you go through things,
True.
and eventually you will along the way find the right one. Again.
Especially through group assignment, guys.
Yes.
Group assignment.
That's wow. Yes, but exactly that is. You might think they are going to be the one for me, but along the way, who knows? Things just change. Everything changes in uni. Nothing is predictable. That is one. Yes, nothing is permanent. So what you have today, you might not have tomorrow. Yes. So same goes in uni. Yeah. So that's a good perspective we have here on that. Yes. So good sharing for that. And oh my god. We've gone through talking about experiences, your thought, and then advices.
Correct.
Here comes the reflection part.
Oh my god.
Yes. Self-reflection is very important, right? Yeah. So we have this reflection part here.
Actually, like you can see Chow's there's reflection on his glasses. That's reflections enough. That's
Fine reflection.
Find reflection that is physically. So this is emotionally, yes. So here, okay, this question, right, was actually like a very personal question for me. Also, I would say. So, what is something, right, you wish someone told you before you started uni? Like, oh my god, I think I should have had like a head start on that before I came here. That kind of advice. Like, yeah. So, I can see Gautham staring into my soul.
Ooh.
Yes. So,
I saw some truth inside the
oh
hiding.
my god, yeah, I think he saw my reflection there. Yes.
Vroom.
So, what is something that you wish, somebody told you before you started uni?
Oh, like okay. Actually, from this question, I can say it's like opposite side. That person actually told me, but he's not like he's no more. Yeah, he's no more, but
No more in the sense of.
on this planet, but in our heart. Yeah, in our heart. But I actually, really like that kind of word he told me. Like, he's actually a professor.
Wow.
Yeah, he's actually a professor in Ipoh, but I don't remember the university names. Yeah, it's actually that piece of advice really hit me very hard. It's actually, if that particular person is not there, how different is your action will be? If that particular person is not there, how different will the action will be? So, what he meant was, if a person you're depending too much on them, if the person is not there, what you're going to do? So it's like you on you versus you. You're going to be you. That's all. That's all. Even though it's a hardship, hard times, everything, you're going to go by your own. No one is going to come and pick you up.
Very true,
Go through with you. Face your own self. At last, your shadow will be standing with you. But if the sun sets, no shadow will be coming with you. That's all.
Wow. Wow.
That is so deep.
I mean, like, very true. Because, you see, it's a very, like, a human nature, right? For us to emotionally be dependent on, like, other people other than yourself. Because you feel those insecurities kicking in. So you feel like you are not, like, you cannot trust yourself enough. So you put that trust on somebody else and eventually it just gets heavy. So that is why the question is pretty, it relates very much to, when we are transitioning from teenage to adulthood, that mediator is always the person we are emotionally depending on. But one day, if they are not there or like if they are not around, that's when the question sparks, right?
Yep.
Like, what am I going to do?
Yes, correct.
Some people feel like that's the end of their world. That is not, guys. That is not. Your life still goes on. I mean,
They
yeah.
can come and share in BizCouch.
Yes.
Can, surely.
Just
Waiting for you, huh?
Yes, we are all waiting for you to be here with us. Yes. That's like a short promo. Yeah. Okay, so that's a very insightful one. So, Child, how about you?
My reflection, right? Wow. To be honest, the most deepest curve of my growth is during my university phase. That's how deeply I reflect on. I'm not sure because it's because of my medulla oblongata is getting more matured or what.
Could be.
Could be, right?
Could be, yeah.
I learned it from my medicine friend,
Scientifically.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. So basically, when you getting more and more mature, you do understand every action brings deep consequences. Yeah, very severe consequences. So when you do that, you are actually bound to make mistakes, and making. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a perfect guy. I do make a lot of mistakes. That's what leads me to become who I am right now. So if I had to reflect back, I would still suggest myself to just go ahead and explore, because you don't really know what you're really good at unless you are exploring. So if you say, the person that will be on the camera, if you say that you're not sure what you're good at, means that you haven't explored enough. So you just keep going, scavenge around, try this, try that. Like me, I do join all types of events. You see MBBS events, they do any maybe workshop or they do any events like sports especially. Oh my god, I just love sports. Doesn't matter, dodgeball, volleyball, shot put, track and field.
All-rounder.
Just
Wow.
go.
Killer in the short put. Suddenly
Just
he's running
Sportsman,
400 meters.
So just be vulnerable enough to understand yourself and give yourself a space to explore. That's what I deeply reflected and concluded. Yes.
Good one. Yes. I mean, like, everyone view vulnerabilities differently. Some people see that as a as a form of weakness, but actually no, it actually differs on it actually get back to you how you are viewing it for yourself. If you think you exposing your vulnerabilities is actually a weakness, then it is a weakness. That is how you're going to portray it outside. But if you see that as a strength, as a way for how would I say, yes, that's a way for you to understand yourself better, and also giving a startup for other people. Maybe they can use that as a what do you call that? Head start. Yes, head start. That's the word. Yes. So you might be helping someone who's completely lost. Amazing one. Yes. That is that. And Florence, how about you?
So, look, what's the question again? Sorry.
Yes, I mean, understandable.
Yeah.
It's okay. So much input. Yeah, so much input. Yes, it's
Sorry lah.
So sorry.
So, what is something that you wish someone just told you before you started uni?
Okay, so I wish that what someone had told me is you don't need to actually have everything figured out. Like, coming back to the other question that we had just now, seriously, when you don't actually have to have everything figured out. Because when you first get into uni, you can actually feel like everybody know what they're doing. It feels like you're somewhere around the back or whatever. Because you might feel like, oh, everybody know what they're doing, where they are going to, and and they might know already how to get there. But the truth is, right, most of us are just figuring out how to actually get there. Everybody is just figuring out, and that's actually part of the journey. I think if someone told me that real growth happens on its own way, and it's not it won't be the same as others, and that's how I would stress lesser lah. But uni isn't just about books and lectures. I think if you guys are here, you believe isn't just about books and lecture. It's about discovering who you are, learning who you are actually, and that's why you build your confidence step by step. And if you're feeling lost or overwhelmed, right, it's totally okay. You're not alone, because you're exactly where you need to be. That's what I just want to say. Because you have to keep showing up, keep trying, because you're always learning and you are doing better than you think. You're always doing better than you think. Every day you are doing better than you think. And always trust that you are always growing, even when it doesn't feel like it. Even when it doesn't feel like it. And take it one step at a time, and your path, your way, your journey will eventually make sense lah. Yeah, so I wish that what someone would have said is, you're not behind, you're just at the beginning, you're just starting to a very bigger way and journey of life, and this is where exactly you're supposed to be at.
That's some deep Mariana Trench reflection.
That comes with lots of self-reflection. I mean, you guys will know self-reflection is very important.
Looks like my reflection session here is actually working very well. Yes.
Palang.
Hi. Yeah, so I mean, like, just like how Florence said, right? Growth happens gradually. Yeah, so it differs to everyone. Come on, we are all not the same people. We are all not the same person. I mean, like, we are all different here through MBTI itself. So definitely that shows how different we are, right? So
Okay.
it just uni is like a great platform for us to find our purpose in life along the way. So once you've already get a hold of it, eventually, I mean, it's not like you're going to figure things out like immediately. Yes, I mean, even if you grow old, you're still going to grow emotionally. I mean, even physically, even if you stop.
Medulla belum kata.
Yes, even if your medulla oblongata, yeah, just gonna continue developing. Yes, but that is how you accept other people's experience, you respect other people's experience. Eventually, you can relate it to your own one itself. I mean, like, maybe the experience I have could be helpful for Florence or Gautham. Yeah. Alright, so our last question for the day. Yes. So, we've had our reflection session and everything, right? So, so looking back at your month one, right? What would you actually tell to your first day self? Yes.
Thursday.
Like first day of your foundation, first day of your degree, what would you tell yourself? So, Chow?
First thing that I want to say right now, I don't want this to end. But yeah, I mean, every beginning has to end, right?
Yeah.
But let's make this more interesting. Let me ask some question. Yuvana, what you had for lunch today?
Oh my god, no, I'm not really.
Skip your lunch, right? How about Gautam? What you had for yesterday's dinner?
Too busy.
Too busy. Yeah. Gautam has
for
very big
exams.
project we're working on right now.
Oh.
How about you? Last week, Thursday, lunch.
I don't remember now.
Okay,
Last week.
last week. Okay, that one is a bit too far, but
Yeah.
right now we are talking about 1 month before, right? 1 month before, 1 year before, or during foundation, 2 years before. So when you ask me that, actually the advice that I'm going to give right now, it's suitable for right now me, because I've been through that the experience. I know what I call much more better in like seeing all this new perspective, meeting new people. Suddenly, maybe today, Dato is walking in. She's saying that, you know what, I see your potential in you. I want you to go, a higher position role. Anything happen. So at that time of age, the months back, the previous me, I would say live in the moment. Because live in the moment makes you appreciate the people around you, or makes you be living at the moment. Like whatever you're doing, some activities, you will laugh genuinely. Like you will feel so present at the point where you won't even feel so uncomfortable. Yeah, that's very important. Not just to feel alive, but also to make people surround you feel like you're a person that I can hang out with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then talking about hang out, you should hang out more often, because the previous me, I focus more on to like developing myself more, and that kind of caused me not having much opportunity to hang out with my friends. And that circles back to Florence. You always you want chit chat, you want to go outside, you say party, right? I mean, Kedai area, I don't think so party is available, but yeah, other than party, maybe we can go do more some productive
Bonding
bonding
sessions.
session.
More
Yes,
bonding
more
sessions,
bonding
like,
session
actually,
together.
Bro
And-
hits the gym. He hits 25 kilo.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and also take walks, enjoy yourself with the nature, having these small talks like with the friends, and discussion this and that. And not to forget mama session, man.
Yeah.
Mama session. I believe that we never had mama session before.
Actually, true.
Please.
Yeah,
Please,
after this, let's go
Please.
mama, okay?
Definitely.
After this, we go
Sure,
mama.
sure.
Okay, to just put the cherry on top finish, right? I just want to say that university, it's shouldn't be like a checklist. It's just a chapter of the book of your life. Yeah, that's all.
Cool one. Alright, okay, so that's like a cherry on top. So to put like the extra icing, I think, yes, we can actually like conclude this first ever episode with our pretty little ones reply here. Yes.
So looking back at month one, right? Month one now, I would tell to my the first uni version of myself is like, relax, brother, chill. To relax, memang relax, because honestly I was nervous, so to actually put it into words is just to chill and relax. Like, you actually got this and you're going to be fine eventually. Because like I remember being super nervous on that first day, right? And overthinking everything, wondering like if I could make friends and stuff like that. But now looking back, I would really tell myself like, you don't need to have everything together, because throughout the journey, like now we're in our year 2, I am actually like finding my way through with all of you, with the help of all of you, and things really falls into places, and things will really slowly fall into places. Like, you meet people, you learn stuff, and yeah, you might mess up a little bit too lah, but that's just the journey, that's just journey, because it's all part of journey. So I remind myself like, it's okay to not know everything at the start of uni, because we're all still learning, and it's okay to ask for help. Remember that. It's totally fine to ask for help, not that help. I mean like help. If you need help from anyone, lecturers, students, I mean, like, yeah, you can really ask for help. And don't skip lunch, because that was really a rookie mistake that I did, because I was nervous and I used to skip lunch. Please never do that. That's an advice. Yeah.
Alright. Okay. So that's like a very nice way to end our session here. But I mean, like, these valuable insights come from like our year 2 seniors. So our junior here.
Whoa.
This might sound like a therapy session. But I mean, like, for you, I think all this advice might not be hitting yet, but eventually you might. I mean, our little one is growing up, so he will figure his way out. Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. When you're in uni, eventually everybody is going to help everyone out one way or another. Maybe like you might not notice those little helps, but eventually you will. Yeah, so you be grateful of that. Yeah. So, oh my god, it's very sad, guys. So, with that, our very first episode of BizCouch has officially come to an end today. Yeah, so a very huge shout out to Florence, Chaudhury, and also Gautham here. It's so great to have you all on our first ever episode. More to come. Yes, we have like our entire guest speakers lineup ready. So you just have to sit and wait. Yes. So we'll be dropping a new one very soon, right after this. Yes. So I hope you bring along your friends. Make sure to follow our ABC Club's Instagram. Yes. And then make sure to comment if you have any, topic that you, suggestions that you want us to like discuss on, just talk on. Just type them below. Yeah, just drop them below. Type. Yes. So it's so great to have all of y'all here, and I hope all of y'all had a great listening session with us also. Yes. Thank you for today, and I hope everybody here and everybody behind the camera there have a great day. Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye.
Do follow tau.
Smash that follow button.
Yeah, please do.
Mine too. Mine too.
Okay.